Alright, so before I start this tutorial, I would just like to say that this one goes out to everybody who requested it, and also Lexi and Squish Hobble, my mains. Okay, so first you're going to want to find a clip that you would like to do this blinking transition on, and you're going to want to drag a custom generator over the clip, and just kind of cut it, use the blade tool, or click Command B so that you can make it the length of your clip. And then go to the first frame, drag it up so that you can actually see the clip underneath, and go to your Effects tab and apply the fisheye effect to it. And then just kind of drag this down a little bit so that you sort of get that sunken in effect. And you can always edit it on this side over here. Just try to make it look like the eye transition that I showed you before. So I'm just going to keep it about 50 and then 1.11. And also increase your scale a little bit. I put mine to about 120. Okay, so now that you're on your first frame, drag this up all the way so you cannot see it, and then make a keyframe right here. And then I'd say move in about 13 frames, however many you want, and then drag this halfway down. So kind of just eyeball that. And then move over about 4 frames and click the keyframe again, and then don't do anything, just move over another about 10-ish. And click the keyframe and move this all the way up so you can't see it. And then preview to make sure it's not too fast or too slow. That's good. Okay, it's a bit fast, but you can really change it to whatever you want. So next, just apply a Gaussian effect to it so it kind of looks more smooth and like an eye. So I'll make that about 39.1. Okay, so now that you've already keyframed this one, drag another custom generator in, and then again use the blade tool to chop it so that it's the same length of the clip. And now what you're going to want to do is just drag it down so you can see the clip underneath like we did before. Also make it a larger scale. I'm going to make it around 157. It doesn't really matter how big you make it. And then click the first one that you've already keyframed with the blink and go to edit and copy, and then go back to the generator that you've done nothing to, go to edit, paste attributes, and click fisheye and Gaussian. So right now the fisheye is going to look like this, and you don't want it like that. You want it to be the opposite direction. So basically all you have to do is drag the center to a positive number. So we're going to do about, we'll do about 0.66, okay? Okay, so then go to your first frame again and make sure it's all the way off screen. And click your keyframe and then move in about 13 frames, or however many, exactly the same amount that you did for the first one. We did 13, and then just drag it all the way up to the middle. Okay, then we moved over about 4, so then click keyframe again, 4 frames in, or however many you did for the first one. And then move about 13 again, like the same amount that we did the first time, I don't remember what it was, and drag it all the way down. And then just preview it and make sure everything looks okay. Okay, so for next time we would know that this is kind of a quick transition, so I would maybe leave it down a little bit longer. But this is just the basic gist of it. If you want to make it more realistic, go to Gaussian blur and drag it onto your clip that you're making the transition over. And just kind of keep the blur for the blank, because when somebody blinks in the movies and stuff, it's always blurred. And then you can just keyframe to 0 again. And if you look at that, then yeah. I don't feel like rendering it because it takes a long time, but yeah, that's the basic gist. Thanks for watching.